Mentions has been such a wonderful program to be a part of. When I was thinking about what I wanted to do for this my little summer break, I wasn't sure, but I knew I wanted to do research and I knew I wanted to get exposure in orthopedics. And Nth Dimensions allowed me to do exactly that. Not to mention, the orientation experience was absolutely wonderful. I also think that my pairing with my mentor was really great. We both went to Michigan for undergrad, so we had a lot in common. In addition to just getting a lot of exposure in OR and my first research experience, so I definitely had some highlights during my experience. One of them would definitely have to be being able to scrub in on surgery. I mean, this is what I want to do. So to have that first experience of being in the OR, scrubbing in, I didn't get to do anything but suction, but still, I was just a little overwhelmed when I first was standing over an actual patient and seeing that first incision. I mean, honestly, it's definitely changed me. My second highlight, I would definitely point to getting my first experience in research too. So I've never actually did medical research, and I think getting the exposure now early is just going to propel me to being able to do more later on, because now I have a working knowledge of how to get things going, and also what exactly I might want to do later on. So those are definitely two highlights for me, being in the OR and getting my first research experience. I don't know if I had actual challenges per se. Maybe I was probably quite overzealous. But in a team environment, sometimes you don't always get every opportunity that you want. So, for instance, my mentor had two residents working with him, a third-year medical student there for probably 2 weeks when I was there, and also me, of course. And so, for instance, that means that on some of the cases that I really wanted to scrub in on, I couldn't because they were a bit ahead of me in seniority. So those were probably that was probably the only challenge. I wouldn't really even consider it a challenge. I just had to wait for my opportunity. That's it. But everything else went pretty much smoothly, so I was pretty happy about that. What can I say? Being a part of Nth Dimensions is great. The fact that they're using the word Nth family as opposed to program or organization, that within itself says a lot. It means you're a part of a group of people who actually care. And that means a lot to me because I got into medicine because I care. And I have goals that hopefully will be very impactful for my community. So being a part of this family just aligns with who I am as a person. When you have a really large goal like Nth Dimensions, which is changing the landscape of orthopedic surgery, you really need partners and you also need donations. We have to come together as friends and alums to help move the bar forward. That's the only way we can truly change things, not just for ourselves, but for our patients.